Hello there. My name is Corey, and I am a Star War.
And my name is Corey, and I am also a Star War.
And my name is Jim, and I am a Star War.
And we
are a Star War.
And my name's Jeff.
My name, yeah. What are we doing today? Episode 6, Return of the Jedi.
Yes. This is
Not Revenge of the Jedi.
This is the one that I think I'm most looking forward to.
I am excited.
Yes. We're going to take our time. So it was called Revenge for a long time. Up until like 6 months before it came out or something. Because I know I have like an old Starlog magazine that's still like...
Oh, that's right.
It's like, hey, this summer, Revenge of the Jedi's coming.
Yeah. You can still find posters and stuff.
Han Solo's going to die.
Yeah.
Something like that.
If Harrison Ford had his wish.
I was going to say, that was his PR reps putting that out there on Starlog, talking off record.
So we'll start with round 1, facts and figures, correct?
Yes, facts and figures.
Let's do it.
Star Wars Episode 6, Return of the Jedi. Released on May 25th, 1983. Directed by Richard Marquand. Did he do everything else? I don't know if he ever... All these Star Wars directors are like... Didn't do anything else ever again. They're just stand-ins for Lucas, right?
Lucas.
They're like, just go do this thing that I want you to do. But Lucas wrote it. $32.5 million budget. $482 million box office.
Wow.
It was the highest grossing movie of 1983. It was nominated for 5 Oscars and only won 1.
And what did it win?
Do you want to guess?
Best snack.
Best sound.
Visual effects. It was nominated for sound and sound effects and score and art direction, but lost all of those. I didn't look up who.
It was The Matrix.
Yeah, it was probably The Matrix
Or Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings.
I think we say that every time.
We do, because that's normally true. So this came out on your 6th birthday?
That is correct. This was more than likely my father took me to see it on my birthday, because this is the only one I remember seeing in the theater as a kid.
Yeah.
It was good.
I'm sure that I did see it in the theater, but I don't remember seeing it in the theater. I can just remember watching it on like HBO and whatever.
That's a good sound. I remember seeing it in the theater because I remember crying at the end, because it was my dad that took me to see it. And when Vader dies, you know, you're a kid and you're like, that's really sad. Even though Vader was a mass murderer and a galactic terrorist.
And like the weirdest looking old white, wrinkly mast. He looked like a corpse. Mm-hmm. Gross. They would have made him cool looking if they made that movie today.
Yeah. They would have put Hayden Christensen in there, right?
Yeah.
I'm surprised they didn't do that with CG.
So
They just hadn't thought about it yet.
Yeah. We'll wait for the 25th or 30th or 50th anniversary edition.
Yeah. So we do this every time, and our answers are always the same. But ranking this movie.
I mean, same as last time. Like it's my favorite.
This is
but it's
our
not the
favorite.
It's my favorite.
But it's like number 2 for all of us.
Yeah.
If we were objectively ranking.
Yeah. Favorite, not best.
Yeah. Yeah. To me, this was Star Wars for a long time. Like, this is what I saw. And then I was like, oh, there's 2 more? Mm-hmm. Crazy.
Yeah. Luke with the green lightsaber.
Yeah.
Black outfit. All
Jabba
that.
the Hutt.
Yep.
Boba Fett.
Slave Leia.
Boba Fett.
Boba Fett.
Yeah.
Salacious Crumb. My favorite little side character.
Leia in her bounty hunter disguise and Lando in his whatever skiff guard disguise. Like, so many toys. So many outfits.
Yeah.
Loved it. Some of it's kind of aged a little weird, like the Slave Leia stuff. I'm like,
Yeah.
what does he want to happen there? It occurred to me today, not to go on like a Clerks riff, but when he blows up Jabba's palace, I'm like, he slaughtered everyone in his entourage, everyone that was just hanging out that day. Like, let's go hang out with Jabba.
Plouffe, the leader of the Jizz Band, those guys, they were just working the
whole
gig, man.
The whole Jizz Band is dead.
Jizz Band, gone.
The that big ship, I'm sure, had like people piloting it and cleaning it and cooking down below and whatever. Like, there's a whole staff involved.
Nice
all
job,
dead.
Luke.
Luke was like, I got to get my boy. So they're all dead now. Was that the last time he was on Tatooine?
I think so.
Those Skywalkers go to Tatooine, commit a little light genocide,
Just a little bit, just a touch.
and go on with their day.
They do hate that place.
They do.
It's got sand.
So much sand.
It's everywhere.
So what does this movie have that the other movies do not have?
Ewoks.
An ending.
It does have an ending. Yeah. This was designed to.
This was designed to be the end.
This is the end.
Yep.
Oh, you skipped what do you love and what do you hate about this movie?
Oh, we're still in that, I guess.
Okay, yeah, sorry.
What do you love and
I
hate about
actually
this
made
movie?
notes.
Okay, he made notes. All right.
I made notes on what do you hate, because what do you love about this movie? We've talked about this before,
Yeah.
but if you haven't listened to this movie basically is like, when I think of my childhood, I think about this movie and Prince and Michael Jackson, right?
It's a great combo.
Those are like the things that shaped my childhood. So that is the main reason why I love this movie. What do I hate about this movie? That new goddamn musical scene in Jabba's lair, and also
right,
the fact that Boba Fett goes out like a punk.
So we gotta set a little bit of some guidelines here. Are we talking about the movie that we just watched, or are we talking about the movie that we watched as children?
It's a combo because
400 times in a row.
the movie I loved as a child did not have this fucking scene.
It is such a grind. It is such a bad, just sand in the gears, grinds everything to a halt. It's not necessary. It's terrible.
Like, do kids like it? Are little kids like, I like the part where the Joe Cocker guy comes out. And it doesn't even look good. Like when her like lips come at the camera, I'm just
That's when they were
this
trying to
is a
make 3D a
cartoon.
thing, right?
Yeah. And he was like, we just got in computers. Look what we can do. I'm like, this is like 10 years after Jurassic Park. Why does it look so terrible?
Nobody asked for that. It's terrible. So when you're talking about who died on the sail barge,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, they didn't have a lot more to offer.
yeah, no, that was their moment at the top. Is that the only thing you hate, or is there more that you hate?
Those are the two that I wrote down.
I hate that the Emperor dies, and I hope they find a way to bring him back.
Gosh, he did fall right into the damn.
He fell in and blew up.
The power generator, the reactor core.
Yeah.
It exploded.
Yeah.
Where the hell?
He exploded.
How the hell? Oh, we'll get into the how the hells later, and that's a different movie. So yeah,
And we know how the hell.
that's right. Somehow. What else was new? What else was new
else
for this
different?
special edition? So we had the big song and dance number in Jabba's palace. There's a slightly different celebratory ending sequence where we see Coruscant and a couple of other planets.
Yeah,
and
I was going to say it
and then
triples the number of planets in this movie.
right. And then Vader, they added to him saying no. When he throws the Emperor.
noticed that, yeah.
It didn't need it. I always thought it was more menacing that he was just silent the whole time, and he was like, nope, throwing you over the edge. Out you go.
It is funny to me in that scene. There's a part where like he's sitting there like and he's hitting them with the lightning, and then Vader kind of like walks over, like he's like, "What are you doing to him?" Like he just kind of like looks over his shoulder for a second, and then you like see him like turn his head, and like obviously he's not speaking, so there's no emotion. It's just a Vader mask moving back and forth, like. And then they add in the no.
Do you think it needed the no?
I don't think it needed the no. Because you get the idea. He's pretty upset about his son dying in front of him.
And I think it's the same no scream from the end of Revenge of the Sith.
I
think it's the same sample.
Look at that later.
I think it might be.
Yeah.
They're like, we've already got this recorded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a little callback.
Let's do it.
They probably did that when they were adding Hayden in for the Force Ghost at the end for the DVD release.
There's a big talk in some memes and whatnot not too long ago about in the scene where he's taking his mask off at the end and he's dying and like the world is crumbling around them. I remember seeing someone say you can hear like laser blasts, but there's no rebels on the Death Star. So that must be stormtroopers shooting each other, yada, yada. But this time I watched it and you can hear some explosions, but I think it's just because things are falling apart. I don't think it's like blaster fire. Yeah. So
I don't know.
Be careful what you read on the internet. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. You mean it's not true?
I think
sometimes it's not true.
Lincoln said that once.
He did. We saw the Emperor as a hologram in Empire.
Yep.
But this is the first time we see him. Mm-hmm. So that's cool.
And it was pretty cool that Lucas, the way that they aged Ian McDermott, boy, that worked out well for him, didn't it?
That was some forethought.
Right? To be able to bring him back as Palpatine in the prequels and then somehow again as the Emperor.
As Zombie Emperor.
Emperor. And he was fun in that movie. We'll get to that movie in a bit, but...
Too soon.
Too soon.
We will get to that movie too soon.
Gotcha. All right, what's next?
I think we're going to do Spaceballs before we do Rise.
Before we get to Rise of Skywalker.
I feel like that's all for the first.
That looks like it. Yeah.
Yeah. Where do I say all the planets? Do I usually do that in the
I
facts?
think that's usually in facts and figures.
I'm screwing this all up. So we start off above Endor,
right?
Which is we're just in space, but we're at the Death Star 2.
Electric Boogaloo.
So we're above Endor, then we go to Tatooine, then we go to Dagobah, and then we go back to Endor. And that's all we do.
But then with the special
then we
edition, we add in Bespin,
so we go
Coruscant.
to Bespin, Coruscant, and Naboo.
Oh, that's right. Naboo. Yep.
Yeah.
We saw one.
Yeah.
How'd they go again?
We saw one.
That's the best part.
You hear fucking... If it's not Jar Jar, you hear a goddamn Gungan say, "We saw one."
Oh, I have to go back and listen now.
I wasn't watching closely enough to see, but I heard it yesterday.
When we were children, the Death Star blows up, and then we just see Ewoks dancing,
right,
and singing a lovely song that we all love,
right. And the lyrics for the song were about how they were going to eat all of the stormtroopers that they killed.
Make fucking drums out of their heads.
We're going to make drum kits out of their armor, and we're going to eat them.
They're like, there's
tonight.
A whole army.
Han, you're going to eat this stormtrooper.
We're living well forever now. So many dead humans.
That was right up until their entire ecosystem and planet died from the fallout of the Death Star blowing up in the sub-atmosphere.
Yeah, so
like there have been whole papers written about how the Death Star blowing up above the planet like that would have killed everything on Endor.
And when we go back is it Rise of Skywalker?
We go back to that Death Star. Yeah, it fell to
Endor
the planet.
Endor was a moon. So if it's not orbiting anything, then what?
Yeah, I was wondering that too, because they're like, this is the forest moon of Endor. And I'm like, so there's a bunch of different moons of Endor?
It's just a planet with its pants down. But I only see
that one. Yeah, it's mooning.
Mm-hmm, mooning. The forest mooning of Endor.
But when we go back in that other movie, there's just like a little ocean and there's some grassland, but we don't really see any.
There's no Ewoks
or
anything other than
forest.
Grass.
Yeah. But there is a dagger that you can hold up and it tells you where the throne room is in the fucking wreckage. What a stupid... All right. So
that's kind of like the doubloon from Goonies. We'll talk about Goonies later.
Wait, what's wrong with the doubloon? Oh, because it matches up with the...
It's like the doubloon from Goonies when they find the...
But it makes sense in Goonies.
I'm just saying.
It's a treasure map.
They used
Siths
it.
don't make treasure maps.
Come on, they are. Siths are pirates. Siths.
Siths make... what
holocrons.
Are the holocrons?
Yeah. Little magic 8 balls. Is this it?
I think that is.
All signs point to yes. Is that it for facts and
I think
figures?
that's it. I think that's round one.
All right.
In the bag.
Was that your butt?
That was not my butt.
Hey, do you love jizz? Do you spend your afternoons in a cantina drinking blue milk and listening to jizz? Do you like Max Rebo, the Galactic Jizz Whalers? Catch a speeder to Tatooine and take your lady to Jabba's palace. Let some of our fresh, hot jizz wash over you.
And we're back.
And we're back.
And we're back.
Round two. Force lightning round.
Let's do it.
Let's go. What's the best scene in our favorite movie? Let's just throw some out.
I really like the Tatooine Sarlacc pit scene.
Sarlacc pit.
The whole sail barge escape sequence.
Which is skipping over Jabba's palace and fighting the Rancor and all that. That's a whole thing. The whole setup. I love that whole thing where they're setting up, where as each one of them arrives and they all take their place in the place.
And then Luke coming in, backlit,
Yeah.
using the Force to open the door. That's
Dressed all
pretty
in
cool.
black.
That's pretty cool. Mm-hmm. That's the
He's
good Luke
standing on our
He is.
podcast table.
He's here today.
judging us.
So then we have Dagobah. We just go there so Yoda can die. That's a pretty sad little thing. And then he can find out about his sister. We go to Endor, and we've got meeting the Ewoks.
The
speeder
bike
chase.
chase is pretty iconic, but that's a chase. I mean, that's is this a scene or favorite scene or favorite visual? Okay,
We'll get to the
scene.
chase later. Yeah.
Rancor scene's pretty damn good.
Rancor's
we
pretty
shouldn't have skipped over that.
Yeah.
Rancor's really good because he's holding a thermal detonator. Like that whole sequence is pretty great.
Yep. And then we have the Ewoks fighting. Then basically the climax. I was tracking this for a while, but I think I let it go. But I was tracking how many different things are going on at the same time in the climax. This one's got 3. This one's got fighting on Endor. This one's got the space fighting with Lando and Akbar.
The whole fleet is at risk if they
Yeah.
can't bring the shields down.
They can't
Yep.
fight until the shields come down. And then on the Death Star, you have
the
the
throne
duel
room.
in the throne room. So all 3 of those things happening at the same time. So
I mean, that's a pretty good scene too.
pretty good.
I mean, the climax, the saber duel between Vader and Luke, them locking horns that's a pretty iconic scene.
This is a thing that I thought about yesterday, though. This is probably the most linear movie in terms of like, there's not a lot of side stories, right?
right.
Because in like the other movies, you're like, this is going on and that's going on, and that's what made me think about it. Like there's different scenes within scenes, but it's not like Luke's fucking off on another planet somewhere. And sometimes in like the prequels, Obi-Wan's dipped for
Side quest to a casino
Obi-Wan's
or whatever.
supposed to go take down Grievous, and
this is all kind of boom, boom, boom.
This is let's go get Han because all of us got to go blow up the Death Star again.
and that's kind of and I noticed that this time, like the whole first act is about let's go get Han, which I'm here for it and I love it.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with the overall plot of the movie.
No.
It's just let's
just
go get Han.
Resolving the end of the last one.
Love it.
Yeah, and I do think that if this trilogy came out now and the third one, we're looking forward to the third one, can't wait. What did they come up with? Death Star Part 2. I think we'd be pissed. We'd be like, that's it? You made another Death Star? Guys, you couldn't come up with another idea? We would be pissed.
We would be.
Right now, I'm not pissed. I love it. So, it's okay. I'm just putting that out there that Star Wars fans would hate it.
It's funny, for as much as we shit on Lucas for the prequels, we've eased up on it some, obviously.
Thanks to the Clone Wars.
Yeah. And Dave Filoni. Thanks, Dave Filoni. But which he worked closely with Lucas on, right? At least initially. Anyway, yeah, so it's like we're shitting on him all the time. But it's funny, I've never thought about that. Like, the best you could do was the fucking Death Star 2.
Yeah.
So I read something today. I was going down a rabbit hole looking at facts and figures for this movie. And I don't know if this was a fan assessment or if this was intentional or not, but like the Death Star 2 was a trap for the rebellion that the Emperor set it makes sense, right? Mm-hmm. They don't talk about that in the movie, though. Like the whole thing, other than like, it's all going according to my plan. Well, I mean, he said that, but like...
No, Akbar knew.
Well, he knew it was a trap.
He said it's a trap.
Right. Or like Mad Max said in Fury Road, that's bait.
So what's the best scene?
Probably Slave Leia.
I don't know. Yeah, I think it might still be Jabba for me. Like that was Star Wars.
That was Star Wars.
Because you get what's the best use of the Force in this movie? Because in that scene we have the Jedi mind trick, which works on
the guard, on the henchman, but not on
wacky
Jabba.
tentacle head, but it doesn't work on Jabba, which is always funny.
I like the fact that Luke has to use like good old fashioned dirty street fighting to defeat the Rancor with the
bone.
With the bone in the mouth. Yeah.
So hear me out. Best use of the Force.
Yeah.
The Force kick that Luke does on the skiff when he misses the guy by like 3 feet. What if that was a Force kick?
It is now. And what I love about it is back then they just had film, so it was like, did he get it? I don't know.
I bet he
figure
did.
it out later.
Look great.
Look great. Yeah, we got it. Moving
Felt
on.
good down here, boss.
Moving on.
Losing daylight.
They're out there just sweating balls, changing wardrobe between each take. I got him square in the nose.
Yeah,
Chief.
we got him. We got him. Look, he's all bloody. Let's go.
Another thing that did change big time is when we were kids, the Sarlacc was a pit with some little teeth sticking out.
Oh, that's right. They added in the hermit crab.
It didn't have
Fucking mouth.
Audrey 2 from Little Shop of Horrors living in there.
That's right. I forgot about that.
It was just a hole you fell in. Mm-hmm. But now it's like when Boba Fett rolls into it, that thing comes out and like chomps him and like pulls him in. And it's like, that wasn't real. That wasn't really there before. But it's fine. Does the Sarlacc
We're gonna get into this now.
reproduce? We can save it for later.
Let's save it for later. No, because we're on Tatooine and we already know the Krayt Dragon has the biggest dong.
But it's not in this movie.
Not in this movie, but it's on that planet.
On that planet. Rancor.
Hung like an elephant.
Yeah, let's just do it now. Let's just talk about dongs now.
That's a whole other round, right? That's a round
it's I have it at the end of this round. We can move it up. What else big? Yeah, it's this biggest dong on the page.
It does.
This is organized. So I don't think the Sarlacc has a dong. I think it's more like a jellyfish sort of thing that probably...
Yeah, like a sandy jellyfish. I like it.
Chop one of those tentacles off and throw it in the sand. And
ta-da, new Sarlacc.
You got a new Sarlacc pit in a few years. A little one. It can only eat poodles and stuff, but it's there.
Okay.
So it might be Rancor. Might be the biggest dong.
I'm thinking Rancor.
Unless Jabba is a dong.
I just took some pictures that are going on social media that says, what do you think Corey Martin is talking about right now? And anybody that's listened to this podcast for more than 3 minutes knows it's a dong.
Ooh, dong.
It was Jabba the Hutt.
He might.
You know, as one of them Ewoks.
All right, let's get back to Force lightning. Let's get serious about things.
All right,
here.
1, 2, 3, serious.
What's the best line from this movie? I wrote a couple things down.
Oh, I've got a couple.
Go.
Hold on, let me go back.
Yoda says, "Strong am I with the Force, but not that strong."
So this is one I've never paid that much attention to before. It's Han. He says, "How are we doing?" And Luke says, "Same as always." And Han says, "That bad, huh?"
That is a good line.
Mm-hmm. From a certain point of view.
Yep.
Says Obi-Wan.
The whole Obi-Wan sequence. We'll get into that when we get nerdy with it, but that's a good line. I love the fact that Leia flips the whole "I love you, I know" line on Han. Yeah, that was good.
That's good shit.
And then when Luke throws down his saber in front of the Emperor and he says, "You failed." He says, "I am a Jedi, like my father before me."
That's a good one.
Good line.
That is a good line. I like the line when Leia finds out from Luke that she's his sister, and she goes, "Really?" Oh wait, that's not it.
What she actually says is, "Somehow I always knew." And I'm like, well, why you keep kissing him?
Stop.
Somehow you always, because it was no fun to kiss him. That's why.
That's why.
She's like, I always knew because I was not ever actually attracted to you.
It was clammy.
So sandy. Best villain of this movie. So we got Jabba. We got Boba Fett's in there. We got Vader. We got Emperor.
I mean, this is kind of the Emperor show.
It is.
Yeah. Palpatine. It's all happening according to my design. Right? Isn't that what he says?
When that scene where he arrives and there's like the big, like, thousands of soldiers that I've seen now is actually a matte painting. And I like rewound it and paused it and watched that like 5 times. I was like, this is a painting. This is a painting. Like it still just looks like works. 1,000 people standing there.
Yep.
It's crazy how that works. But when they're in that scene and he's like walking through and he's like, this battle stage. And he's like, he says something threatening and I was watching it with subtitles and then it's ha 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 ha. I was like, he's just laughing at him. Like, line up the army so I can laugh at them. That's what the Emperor's like. What a jerk. He wins.
Fuck that guy.
Best villain.
He's a bad guy. He's the bad guy.
How about side character?
So this is interesting. So by the time this movie comes out, Star Wars is just a huge franchise, right? Everybody is all about the Star Wars.
Yeah.
Harrison Ford is an even bigger movie star by the time this movie comes out.
Because he's already Indiana Jones.
He's Indiana Jones. He is a huge movie star. So he's the bigger star in this movie, but it's Luke's movie.
Right.
And it's fun to watch Luke play sidecar character to Harrison Ford's starring moments. Like the whole first chapter is let's go get Han because Harrison Ford is the star.
Right.
You right.
So Luke is sometimes the best side character in the movie where he's the protagonist.
Can't argue that, really.
Salacious Crumb's my favorite side character. I love that little freaky beak thing.
We also have Wicket.
Wicket.
Yeah.
Who I feel like our whole lives, the Ewoks have been given a lot of
I just
smoke.
pulled out Pocket Wicket.
Yeah. People throw shade on the Ewoks.
I like him.
I like the Ewoks.
Yeah. Fuck that.
They're
I
for
like
kids,
the
but they
Ewoks.
eat stormtroopers, so whatever.
And Lucas wanted, an underestimated, the Emperor underestimated the Ewoks. Low tech, no tech,
Yeah.
but
Little
they were able to get the job done.
Just little fellas. Little hands. I do have on here if we should talk about little people. And then I put no.
Are we going to commercial break now?
So moving on. Best location. Set or planet. We got
It's got to be Jabba's.
Andor, Jabba's Palace,
Jabba's Palace.
Sarlacc.
There was something
Death Star
so
2.
mysterious about Jabba's Palace. I loved it.
The throne room or whatever on the Death Star. Never. It's just too industrial. It's not like it should be more ceremonial.
Well,
There's
we're
all kinds
still
of
building it.
There's still there's all these balconies full of control panels and stuff. I'm like, what is all this stuff doing?
They're still building the hospital, right?
And then
He needed a desk, though.
he doesn't have a desk in there. He just has a chair that spins so he can look out the window.
And on that point, the IMDb trivia for that specifically said that the chair, the throne, was designed to have a motor so that it would rotate, and it didn't work. And it's really Ian McDermott shuffling his feet
I was wondering that
to move the chair in
because
position.
it's just one time where it turns around.
He's
and I'm
not
like, was he
using
over
the
there with
force.
his ding, 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 ding,
He's
ding,
not
ding,
using the
moving his little
force. He's
feet?
using twinkle toes to move that damn chair around.
What kind of shoes does the Emperor wear?
I think he wears those like running shoes that are like sock toes where you and I bet he's got like a really long big toe.
Bony. See, I was thinking more like what the Pope wears, where it's like red velvet like slippers. I bet he dresses for comfort. He's always in robes.
He's always in his robe. He's totally commando under there.
He can't put a shirt on. Come on. So what's our favorite location?
The throne room, apparently. For me, it's Jabba's palace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Agreed. Best ship. So we have Superstar Destroyers. We have all of the fleet for both sides. There's a lot of ships in this.
For me, as a kid, it was. I'm gonna go with the Tidarium shuttle.
Oh yeah.
It was that shuttle was. So I never had like any of the big toy pieces as a kid. I just had a couple of the figures and like maybe the land speeder. I had an X-wing. But I remember for Christmas one year, I got the Tidarian shuttle, which was a big play set.
Yes.
And the B-wing. So those two, I'm biased. Those two are my favorite.
I like the B-wing.
Yeah.
Yep.
But the Tidarian shuttle, I mean, Han and Luke and Leia and Chewie, and they're all in that, right? When they're taking it down to Endor, that whole, it's an old code, but it checks out. That's them and the shuttle.
And somehow they've also got like a whole like platoon of other soldiers hidden in there with them.
They're cramped.
They are.
They're just cramped down
They're in
there.
the cargo pit. Best chase. So this has
One of the best chases, the speeder bike chase.
Yeah, maybe the best one.
Yeah.
The speeder bikes on Endor.
Yeah, them shits look good.
Yeah. They have there's also the scene where they're flying through the Death Star to get to the middle where they're going to blow it up, which is another kind of when they knock the
When they get the
dish
shield
off of
down.
them.
Oh, that's right.
Millennium Falcon. Oh, that was too close. So like those are both kind of in the Star Wars vein of like I'm flying a ship 1,000 miles an hour
Inside
through
a
a
ship.
cave or whatever. But yeah, like the Endor,
That was classic,
speeder bikes.
man.
I was like, you would be dead in a minute trying to do that in real life, and I want to. Like I want to die.
I want to ride a speeder bike
Flying a
through
speeder
the
bike
redwood
through
forest.
Endor. Best shot? Is there like a cinematic shot of this movie?
Luke backlit, using the Force to open the palace door.
Yeah, that's pretty badass.
All by himself, walking in. And as the door's closing, that Gamorrean guard walks up to him, and Luke doesn't even talk to him. He just force pushes him back against the wall.
Oh yeah.
That's my favorite shot.
I can't argue that.
And there's the one where they're like outside Jabba's palace, and it's like the sun's going down, and there's two frogs or something sitting on and one of them eats the other. I don't think that was there when we were kids either.
No, the shot was, but the
Two
CGI
things, and
frogs
one of them
weren't.
eats the other or
Yeah.
something. Yeah, that's new.
So is that your vote for favorite? Or no?
No. It's probably when he's looking out that little window at the fleets fighting each other, and Luke like turns around and he's looking at the saber. Like there's something about that shot where like they have the whole battle outside is framed in that window.
And when we get to The Last Jedi, we're going to talk about the callbacks to that scene.
Good.
I know.
Can't wait.
I'm telling you. So this may be presumptuous on my part, preemptive, whatever you want to call it, but I pitched our producer.
Premature.
I pitched our producer Corey Hanna an idea that we should live watch and record The Last Jedi together.
Why that one? Okay.
Because we're going to argue in that one the most.
For that reason.
That's why. We agree on most of these points together, but on that one, we're going to get into a fight. I think we should do that
That's
one.
true.
It may not work out, so.
If this podcast is missing anything, it is disagreement.
Right.
We are always like, what's the
that's
favorite
my
ship?
favorite one?
I think the tagline for this show could be, "Yeah, you right."
Yeah. Yeah, it was awesome.
I think so too. Did we say best use of the Force already?
Yes. It was when
just
Luke.
happened.
You skipped like
It
best
just
fight,
happened.
best
It's when-
outfit, best toy. You skipped all this.
I move around on it.
Yeah, he's remixing on the fly.
Yeah.
My bad.
Dang.
I thought we agreed that it was Luke's force kick on the
yeah,
sail barge.
it was the force kick. That's true. Kick. I kick. Best fight. So we have the big duel at the end, saber duel.
Saber duel should probably win.
I still, to
Luke
me,
Rancor is pretty damn good, though.
the best one is when R2 slings that fucking saber across the pit. He catches it.
Mm-hmm. And it's on.
Yeah.
It's on like Donkey Kong.
So
That's how you throw up the signal that you're ready to fight.
when your robot shoots a lightsaber into the sky, that's
I wish in the edit they would have tightened that shit up just because Luke's got his hand up for like a half of a fucking eternity. Shave 20 goddamn frames.
right. He's got
off
like
of the,
17 rifles pointed at him. He's standing on the edge of the plank.
just shave some frames
He's
off
like,
the
hold
cut
on,
of that
guys, wait,
shit.
just come on, 2 seconds.
It's like
a
Thor.
little too much horsepower there, R2. A little too much spring there.
Yeah, hold on. Let me catch this saber real quick.
Also, how much? How many? How come? Why do they have so many guns in the Star Wars universe that come in 4 big heavy pieces that a bunch of people have to put it together in the middle of the fight before they can, like, that
Hey,
happens
it
so
was just
much.
a party barge at first, baby. They was just there
That's
to
true.
party.
They were
like,
just there for
shit.
drinking.
They weren't there to
Open
fight.
the trunk. We got that big.
They were like,
Gotta get the battery
Get
out.
some
Get the
drinks.
4
hose.
parts.
watch this guy get it.
Get the
There's a hose
tripod.
to
There's
a
always a
box.
hose.
And you just shoot the box and then everyone dies.
Right.
In the video games. So, not the best design. But, that being said, what's the best toy from this movie?
Okay, this is probably going to be young and not agree with this, but I thought the toy of the Rancor monster was badass.
Oh, yeah.
Toy of the Rancor is pretty badass.
Because it was the right size for the other toys to like pick up and chew on and stuff.
How about the speeder bikes with the spring-loaded ejection seats?
Boink, and they fly into 3 pieces. Shit, I have those.
And it would launch the
I didn't
guy,
bring
would
them with
launch
me.
the speeder bike pilot
Yeah.
off the... Just like in the movie. I loved that. That was good.
That's fun. Mm-hmm. The Ewok Village was cool.
Ewok Village was cool. They had that little barbecue pit for cooking and eating the stormtroopers
And Han.
and Han.
Did
I
it
just
have
blocked
the-
that part of the movie out of my brain.
Where they were going
we
to
always
cook
talk about
and
the
eat.
Ewoks eating stormtroopers. I'm like, they were fixing a...
Yeah.
Yeah, no. They eat people.
Yeah, they had that. Didn't it have the little net where you could catch your little people and they get caught in the net? And that I never had the Ewok Village, but
I bought it when we were in college. I bought it from Wizards Comics.
I bought one for James. Okay, I bought one for myself and gave it to James, and it's in the. I got one in the attic.
my vote is going to be my Luke Skywalker, who has been my best friend. For
My
the
vote is
last
going to be the
41
Tadarian shuttle.
Mm-hmm. That's a good ass
That
toy.
was my favorite toy.
It seems so big. Mm-hmm. Like it's just a ship, but its like wings are massive. Good toy. What else did I miss?
Best outfit?
Slave Leia.
There's Slave Leia.
I mean, Slave Leia is iconic. Yes,
I've always loved
there's
Bounty
issues,
Hunter
but she's
Leia.
gorgeous in it, and Luke in the black suit is
Yeah.
badass.
I put Luke in the black robes. Or not robes, but you know what I mean. The Jedi guy.
Yeah, Leia's bounty hunter outfit is pretty cool. Because
Bosh.
Yeah.
It's got like 2
that's
or
how it's
3
written
S's
out.
in there.
Yeah, it's got like 14 S's, a couple of C's, an H, and a silent Q.
Doesn't that mean it's a clone?
That's
they
if
put
there's
an
only
extra-
that's only if there's 2 letters.
Oh.
If you repeat it 4 times, then it's like dividing by 0. I don't know.
It's right back to where you started.
Yeah, it's just the one person.
Where?
There's a couple more on there. How woke is this movie?
Oh yeah, that's down here. I haven't got that.
Oh, you haven't gotten to there yet.
Yeah. Special effects won an Oscar. I feel like we would have liked it better before than we do now. Like it won an Oscar, but they went in and changed everything.
Yeah.
But that's just old people grumbling about stuff.
Wait, hold on. We're the old people now.
Yeah, that's us.
That's us.
How woke is this movie? There's a shot at towards the end when the Emperor first gets there and he says something to somebody and they're like leaving the room and they turn around and there's like 2 dudes standing there. Mm-hmm. And they look just like Newt Gunray. but they're like
Yes, I noticed that.
They
Yeah.
are.
they're like
They're
humans.
viceroys.
They're
Yeah.
viceroys, but
Yeah.
they don't look like they do in the prequels. They just look like people. Mm-hmm. I was like, those are like unfinished. They should have went in and
Should have gone with those guys.
put those guys' faces back on them so they can talk Chinese and pee in your Coke and do whatever awful, terrible stuff we would have thought was funny back then, but we don't now.
Right.
Because we are sophisticated.
Disclaimer.
We're not saying that's funny.
I mean, I laughed.
But I'm
but
saying when I was
it was
6,
more of a defensive laugh.
when I was 6, I would have thought it was funny. Acting and the plot, that kind of stuff. No real complaints in this movie.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Save Han, save the day.
Yeah.
Save the cheerleader.
Wrap it up.
Mm-hmm.
Go
Save
home.
the galaxy.
Yeah. Like I said, I think I appreciated more at this time the build up in the first scene where they're how smart it is. It's almost like a heist movie where they're
Yeah.
like putting all the parts in place, and then because I don't know if I ever really realized that like he goes there without his lightsaber because it's been in R2 the whole time.
Right.
R2 got there a week before him.
Oh, I never thought about that.
That's why R2,
So, like,
when
he just-
R2
so he
plays
shows
the
up
hologram.
unarmed.
Yeah, when R2 plays the hologram and Luke says, keep these 2 fools as a
Yeah.
token of my gratification.
Because
You
he's
know,
hidden his saber in there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Smart.
God damn. You just unlocked some shit.
But here's the thing. Luke always fought dirty. He's a Skywalker,
Yeah.
right? Every fight he wins in this movie, he wins by fighting a little dirty. And I love it. He's not a pious Jedi. He's his father's son.
When he cuts Vader's hand off, the 10 seconds before that is just him going,
Right.
like he's just
fighting out of
wailing
hate.
on him.
Yeah.
He's fighting, he's using it like a baseball bat. He's not being an elegant samurai in
No.
that moment.
Take this deal.
He's going to break a piece off.
Is that a commercial break?
We only got one more thing I want to do
boy.
in this one, which is put an F-bomb in this movie.
It's a fucking trap.
That's what I wrote down too.
That's pretty good.
It's a fucking trap.
I'm going to go with that. I agree.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, you're right.
Once
Right.
again, full agreement.
Just full agreement.
And now, a commercial break.
Are you looking for a private moment? Come to the Galaxy's Opera House for a Mon Calamari production of Squid Lake. Look at fish people. They're dancing in a globe. Tickets now available.
Star Wars. Round 3. Episode 6, Return of the Jedi. Now we're just getting nerdy with it. Open it up the floor. Let's discuss our favorite things in the world. We love Star Wars. This is our favorite Star Wars. Let's just talk about it.
Yeah.
I love it.
So I made several notes for this section.
Take it away, boss.
Let's start with, do we have any how the hells or now that you think about it?
It's Star Wars. I'm sure there's
So-
more than one.
Here's one of mine. I've thought about before, but I've never discussed it. How the hell do Han's hands end up like this position in the carbonite? Because when he went down in it, he
He's
was
tied up.
handcuffed. And secondly, what happened to those handcuffs? Because when he gets unfrozen by Leia, he ain't got no handcuffs on.
I'm going to riff on an answer. So
I think I might have an answer, but I think it might be boring. Go ahead.
Boba Fett delivers Han from Bespin.
But
Right.
he's frozen.
Frozen.
Right, he's frozen. Delivers Han to Jabba. And Jabba's like, defrost him.
I want to smack him one
A
time.
little bit. Just defrost. Oh, yeah, I got to check the rice. I'm making Puerto Rican rice for Christmas, so that's what that is. So, yeah, Han gets defrosted halfway, right? Keep the lower half frozen. And Han's like, Jabba, wait. I can make this work. And Jabba's like, psych, freeze him again.
He's like, Linda,
Linda,
listen.
you're not listening, honey. Linda, listen.
Listen to me, honey.
And he says, first of all, my name's
Yeah,
not Linda.
I think Jabba would have defrosted him, roughed him up a little bit, fucked with him, and then refroze him.
I just think that there might be a chance, if you rewatch Empire, that we see them take those off before they put him in the thing. I think that he's prisoner, and he kisses and all that, and they pull him apart, and stand him over there, and I think they undo the thing, and he's standing in the thing and then drops down.
You might have got me.
I think they took the things off.
You might have got me.
That's probably what happened.
You need to check that rice.
But I ain't right.
No, that's fine.
Oh.
Don't ruin dinner.
There's so much food coming. We'll be all right.
Forgive me if I've talked about this before, but I was paying special attention when he burns Vader's body. He is wearing his whole outfit. He's in the suit. It's not like the helmet's not sitting next to him on the pyre. He's wearing it. You see flames and smoke coming out of it. So when Ben Solo is carrying around that thing and he's got the melted helmet, is his skull in there?
He could have taken the helmet
Is his
off.
grandpa's head in that?
I think he would have taken it out. I think that probably burned all night and burned all the organic matter out of it.
I think it was so burnt and melted up. I don't think you can take things out of it. I
do think it probably smelled real bad when they were doing that.
Yeah.
And apparently there's a bunch of like echoes to Qui-Gon's character and Phantom Menace and Vader's character in this movie. And like the positioning of the funeral pyre is opposite to Qui-Gon.
That's another question I have written down is also why the hell doesn't Anakin disappear when he dies? When Luke is
But he also becomes a Force ghost.
Yeah.
Right. How does he become a Force ghost when everyone else had to work at it?
Well, I mean, he was the greatest Jedi who ever Jedi'd.
Do y'all have any more how the hell's? Because I have one more.
Go ahead.
I mean, I got some nerdy shit, but you got the conch. Go, baby.
Yeah, go.
Also, how does Leia know exactly what buttons to push when she goes to get Han out of the carbonite? She walks up, hits a button, hits another button, twists this fucking knob. You know they always know how to get in a goddamn ship and just immediately fly.
I'm thinking...
Yes.
All right, hear me out. There's another movie that we can make with these characters that takes place before Return of the Jedi. So it's a sidecar movie that happens between Empire and Jedi, and it's the Zero Dark 30 of Star Wars.
It's flying, okay, maybe.
It's the Geek Squad.
Right, where they're like, it's the Ocean's 11 of Star Wars, where they're planning the heist, and like they've got a full-size mock-up, and Leia's like practicing, figuring out how to undo the carbonite in less than 7 seconds.
She knew exactly what to push.
Yeah.
She's a Jedi. Somehow.
Okay.
She's a Jedi.
I don't have any more how the hells. Do y'all got any more how the hells?
I got one how the hell that's...
I mean, the fact that Hayden Christensen is the version of his Force ghost. I know that the explanation is that Anakin died when he became Vader. And so that's what he looked like when he died.
It is a little off-putting. And I love Hayden.
But I bet you Obi-Wan wishes he looked like Ewan McGregor when he was
I
dead.
think most of us do.
Yeah.
Wish that we looked like Ewan McGregor.
I hope when I die I look like Ewan McGregor. And Yoda didn't look all that young and sprightly in his ghost either.
No. That's a good how the hell.
That is a good one.
But I think that, people have talked about that.
Yeah.
Like, it only kind of a little bit makes sense that he shoehorned him back in there. I do wish and so Sebastian Shaw is the name of the guy who plays Anakin with his helmet off. Mm-hmm. So it's not David Prowse who's been in the suit the whole time, and it's obviously not.
We're like, hey, you're tall, you fit this suit.
Yeah.
You got it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, fuck you.
Yeah. They didn't use his voice. They didn't use his face. Mm-hmm. Poor dude. Mm-hmm. And so I went and looked. I was like, Sebastian Shaw. And so he's like this British dude that's been like stage and screen for 50 years before this movie. But I'm still like, you couldn't have gotten like somebody better looking, or
So
I don't know. I think when I was a kid and you're like, oh, it's Vader's face. Look, oh my God, you never get to see Vader's face. There's Vader's face. It's like the coolest thing ever.
Right.
But now looking back, I'm like, that's kind of a wasted opportunity to just be a pasty old man. Like, it could have been cooler.
Well, and how old would Anakin Vader have been in that scene?
So it's been 20 years since
he's
Sith. So he's like 40.
45?
So,
Right.
all right,
That's a hard 45, man.
Yeah. I mean,
he went through some shit, though.
to be fair, yeah, he's lived inside a...
That's true.
He's been through it.
But
He
he's
spends a lot of time in that back to tank on his
I was
throne,
going to say,
right?
but he's also got a castle with a back to tank.
Mm-hmm.
How is he not like making himself look a little better than that?
That's because Obi-Wan had the higher ground. He did. He let himself go.
That's just where that is.
Well, apparently, what's the actor's name?
Sebastian Shaw.
So Sebastian Shaw shows up on set at Pinewood, and Ian McDermott knows him from other work that they've done together. And he's like, "What are you doing here?" And he goes, "I don't know. They won't tell me, but it's apparently something science fiction." So he shows up to do that part, has no idea what he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
For reals?
Yeah. Well, that's according to the internet.
Oh, yeah. Close enough.
So it may be true.
The internet said it.
Yeah, well, the internet says a lot of things.
It's certainly true from a certain point of view.
From a certain point of view. What do you think about that?
Which is what I would like to talk about
So
next.
let's talk about that. Because
that whole scene.
The way that you took down the whole Star Wars world when you were talking about A New Hope and the Jedis being liars and all of that, I feel like Lucas kind of addressed that with Obi-Wan's character in that scene in Jedi.
Yeah. I mean, he tries to.
Right?
He's like, all right, listen, I'm dead. There's no point in lying. You're the only one left. We lie all the time. It's all we do.
We're just silly with lies.
We can't.
We just stay lying.
We just cannot
stay
stop lying. Just love it. And he's like, and even in that moment, this is what I noticed for the first time. He's like, he's like, hey, right before Yoda died, he said, I have a sister. And Obi-Wan says, you're right. You do have a sister, but listen, you're going up against some people who can read your mind. Mm-hmm. So you don't know who your sister is. She remains anonymous. That's for everyone's benefit, that it stays that way. We've been planning this for 20 years. And Luke says, it's Leia, isn't it? And Obi-Wan says, God damn it, Luke. Shut your mouth.
You fucking Skywalker.
Yeah. And he's like, look,
you are your father's
as
son.
soon as you're in the room with Darth Vader, he's going to be like, oh, you have a sister? I can read that. Oh, is it Leia? He's going to know. And he does. It happens.
So, I mean, that was Kenobi telling the truth, though.
Yeah. He was like, I can't tell you. God damn it, Luke.
You motherfucker.
If I could just smack you with my ghost hand.
Force hit a rock up beside your head.
From a certain point of view.
From a certain point of view.
Speaking of, I need to read those books.
Which
Did I ever tell you about those? Jamie found this series of books called From a Certain Point of View, and it's a series of like short stories written by minor and side characters.
Uh-huh.
And it's like their retelling of A New Hope and Empire Strikes Back. And
That would be kind of fun to see, like a Rashomon style of A New Hope, where people are telling it differently.
I haven't read them yet. Yeah, I've got the New Hope and the Empire book.
Corey Martin, what's your philosophy about reading Star Wars?
I watch Star Wars. I don't read Star Wars. And lately they have to twist my arm to watch Star Wars.
Yeah, we'll get into that in the next episode.
That's the next episode, folks.
So we got some more nerdy stuff.
What's been retconned?
What has been retconned out of this movie? Well, Palpatine does not actually die.
Boba Fett.
Luke is not actually successful in destroying the Empire. Luke does not redeem his father. Like, all the things that we think are the ending of this story,
They undo.
they shit on in the sequel trilogy.
Here's one, though, that I thought was interesting that stuck out yesterday was Vader says, Obi-Wan has taught you well, when Luke has the high ground after he kicks Vader down the stairs.
Yeah.
It's subtle, right? Mm-hmm. He's like, Obi-Wan has taught you well.
You know, going back to the best use of the Force, I do like it when Vader throws a saber at Luke.
It looks so like I'm out of moves.
Yeah.
Like, now how am I going to... I'm not jumping up there. I could...
This tired old man Vader, right?
could just jump up there and whoop your ass, but I'm not coming up there.
He just throws his saber
In
at
fact,
him.
I know this throne room is very nice and we're still building it, but I'm going to wreck the shit out of it right now and chop half of it down because I'd rather do that than climb up there.
Do you know how many stairs there are? Do you know how bad my knees are?
Do you know how heavy these goddamn boots are?
Do you know that this suit weighs like 800 pounds? fuck you, I'm not coming up there.
Yeah, he just kind of whips it. He's like, here, I'm knocking that whole catwalk down.
Take it.
Just take my sword. In Jabba's palace, there is a basement, and in that basement, there are droids torturing other droids. One of them's just burning one of them's feet.
Just his feet.
For no reason, and he's screaming about it. And then another one, they're like, we built this big round frame so you can draw and quarter your droids if you want. And that's what we're doing right now, just for fun. This isn't a special event. You just walked in on us.
This is Tuesday morning.
Tearing this dude apart, and he likes it. That's awful Tatooine it is. I feel like the same kind of thing was happening inside of the Jawa thing where they were chopping people up in there.
Yeah. That's a Tatooine thing.
Ooh, it's
they
rough.
nasty.
And then you try to go buy a drink, and they're like, we don't serve your kind here.
Poor droids.
Droids got to wait outside. And they're like, you got Wolfman in here. Satan. You let Satan sit at the bar over there.
Here's Satan.
There's a goddamn 6-foot-tall praying mantis that you didn't think about at all. You were just like, just make a bug real
Just
big.
bring the bug over from that other movie, from that other set.
How many
and
more
stick
do we
him in
need?
the cantina.
A bug, okay, a Wolfman, great.
Got it. Hey, the Wolfman. We should use the Wolfman in the TV show Skeleton Crew. We'll get to that.
Wolfman's got nards.
He do.
Wolfman does have nards.
You stole my line. I was thinking about that earlier.
Beat me by 2 seconds.
God damn.
Creature stole my Twinkie. That's the other good line from that movie.
We mentioned it before, but that part where like the Rancor gets killed and then the Rancor keeper comes out and cries and does a little Hagrid where he's like, I'm a guy that loves big scary things, but it's my baby.
I love that scene.
Yeah. It's
And
like,
they did honor that scene in the Book of Boba Fett, though. Right? That was cool. I think they redeemed the way the Rancor was done dirty in Jedi in Book of Boba.
yeah.
So I had a
Or they pussified it. Up to you. One or the other.
one or the other. I had a it's a little nerdy thing, I guess, but if you go back and you watch the sail barge sequence right before Luke gets the lightsaber and does the big heroic escape, the soundtrack, the score is, full of tension and these little orchestra hits that build into this little short melody. And it's just a great scene on its own. If you go and you watch the teaser trailer for the Force Awakens, it's the exact same music layup. Because I was watching Jedi to get ready for the podcast, and I was like, I know I've heard this before watching the movie, but I've heard this somewhere else. And I stopped and if you pull up the trailer for it, it's exactly the same beats.
And that has been the segment of Jimmy Smort.
Jimmy puts it together. This kind of fits in with my stupid personal theory about it all being an inside job that they planned ahead of time, but kind of doesn't, where Yoda dies and then Obi-Wan shows up and he's kind of telling Luke the plan, but only he's like kind of Dumbledoring it. He's only telling him just enough to keep him moving towards the goal. Where he's like, yeah, we just need you to go and you have to face Vader. Yeah, no big deal. By the way, also you'll be facing the Emperor, which Yoda, who just died in front of you, is the greatest Jedi ever. He couldn't beat him. No. But we need you to go there and kill that man, the strongest Sith in the history of Sith.
And do you know what else the Jedis are really good at doing? Telling you you're not ready. I mean, fuck those guys. Luke flies all the way to Dagobah, right? Delaying the offensive, the decisive offensive attack on the Empire. Luke flies to Dagobah to hang out with his buddy. And Yoda's like, I'm old. I'm tired. I'm done. You built a lightsaber. Look at you. You did some shit. You can flip it. You're doing all right. I can't teach you anything else. And Luke goes, wow, so I am a Jedi. And Yoda comes back from the edge of death and says, "You're not a Jedi.
He does.
You
He
are
wakes up,
not
he's like, "Oh."
a Jedi.
He's like, "Oh no, you
will
have to
not sit on the Jedi Council.
You must fight Vader. Only then a Jedi will you be."
Yeah.
I'm like, no one else had to kill their
That's
dad.
not a fucking rule.
Nobody else had to go and fight the hardest dude in the universe to become a Jedi. Everybody else just
Ray
had to
barely
like.
did shit, and she is a Jedi.
They're like, look, I just threw three
Thank
rocks. 3 rocks went in the basket. I'm a Jedi.
Ta-da.
I did my trials.
No, granted, she did train about as much as Luke did, unless Luke went off. And
There's like
there
5
wasn't
years
nothing else
between
for
A
him to
New
do.
Hope and Empire, and 5 more years between Empire and Jedi. Luke clearly had some adventures. But I'm just telling you, Yoda's right there about to die. No. I know you came all this way, and I hate to tell
He's
you.
like, I don't have the strength.
You're
to
not
talk.
the one.
Oh, but I can get this out.
He said, "Fuck your couch."
You're not going to make it. And I don't believe in you.
Not gonna make it. Believe in you, I do not. I love how as Yoda's dying, there is another Skywalker. Luke is like, what'd you say? No, hold on, come back. Say it again. Oh,
He didn't try to slap him or nothing. Wake him up.
no, he poof force ghosted out of there. What did he say?
He put his hand up the back. He's like, let me make him talk. I can make him talk a little bit. Nope. Dead.
He's gone. We've lost him.
Oh, he disappeared. So I guess he couldn't put his hand up. Nothing.
That's true. But then Kenobi shows up. So I know everything that Yoda just told you seemed like it was important, but here's the truth from a certain point of view.
He shows up and he's like, look, they gave me $50,000 more. So here I am to deliver 4 lines to a blue screen wearing this outfit one more time.
One more time.
We believe in you or we don't. I don't know. You have to go to the thing, kill the guy.
Maybe, maybe not.
You have a sister. You don't know. God damn it, Luke. Yes, it's her.
That's it. I'm going back to the world between worlds. I'm going to go hang out with Kane and Jarrus.
It's your sister. One time, the Red Hot Chili Peppers chased her through a forest. And I was there to help her. Okay?
I love how in the text the other day you said that the Red Hot Chili Peppers chased her through the forest. I'm like, it's not Flea. It's not the bass player.
entire Red Hot
It's
Chili
just the
Peppers.
Red Hot Chili Peppers.
I don't recall who was with him. I know Flea was there with 3 other guys, so I assume
Anthony Kiedis was down
Anthony and Chad and
John Frusciante.
maybe it's him. Maybe he wasn't
It
in
ain't
the
Dave
band at that
Navarro.
point. Yeah, maybe it's Dave Navarro.
Dave Navarro made one record.
there. They named the whole planet after him.
Yeah, he's got to be out there somewhere, making dudes kiss each other. That's what he did. The Chili Peppers. He joined the Chili Peppers for 1 year, and they started making out with each other. And then they got John Frusciante back, and Flea was like, "Why was I kissing Anthony Kiedis? That's gross." Put my sock back on.
On my dick.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of the episode.
Ooh, yeah.
Do we have anything else?
I don't have
I think that's it.
I think that's it. We
We got a
love
little
that
boilerplate.
movie.
Hey, are we going to talk about the
I was gonna say, let me collect myself.
all the swag that we got?
Yeah, so if you don't already, you can go to tpublic.com and search for the Alabama Take. That is the store that we have our merch under. The alabamaTake.com is a website that hosts several different podcasts on our network. There's Taking It Down, a pop culture podcast, a couple of book podcasts, a couple of sports podcasts, and I think that's it.
And us, for some reason.
For some reason, they invited
There's
us
one
there.
other one, but I'm not allowed to say
He's
it.
not allowed to say it. That's an off-the-record podcast.
Today, Jim bought us for Christmas. We have pillows and tote bags and magnets and buttons. And he bought himself a We Are a Star Wars mug.
Coffee mug.
It's
Real nice. It's real nice, Clark.
Too bad they didn't have the
They didn't have a mouse pad.
Corey Martin wanted.
Or a beach towel.
Or a beach towel. But you can go to tpublic.com, search for the Alabama Take, and you can find merch there.
I will say this. Some of our merch is hidden under the explicit I'm not sure why.
Oh, for real?
Could it be because of buttholes?
Do you think AI figured out my drawing?
I think so.
And it's like, this is just buttholes.
These are 3 buttholes.
Those are anuses. We cannot put this on the front page. That's an anus.
Yeah. And in case you haven't figured out, our logo is 3 anuses.
3 starry-eyed buttholes talking about Star Wars.
And if you enjoyed this podcast, you can share us with a friend. We'd be really
Please do.
appreciative of that.
Especially if you don't like the person.
If you could write us a letter and tell us why you liked it.
Yeah, we're all Gen
We're
Xers.
curious.
We need a lot of
We're curious
positive
about that.
reinforcement and validation.
Jim and I started trying to list all of our name all of our listeners the other day. Because we typically only get about 25 to 30 listens per episode. So, and then they go up after they've been out for a little while. So what I just said out loud was that you should really share us with your friends.
Yeah, give us a share.
We probably know basically 95% of the
There's
people
some folks
that listen
out
to
there
this
who are
podcast.
like, this is good. And we appreciate you guys.
And we don't get it, but thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Happy Life Day.
Happy Life Day.
Happy Life Day.